All these N64's are broken. So let's try fixing them to save them from the trash. Now these are actually all Japanese N64's. So in order to play these with US games, we're gonna need to put this inside of it. It's a universal cartridge tray. Because of the way the cartridge trays are designed, Japanese N64's are not compatible with US games. It's because of that little tab right there. Alright, well let's start with this one. Before we test any of these, we're gonna need this in it, so I'll just open them one by one. These screws are all security bit screws, so a normal flathead will not work. You will need a special bit called a security bit. Okay, let's open these up. See how dirty it is inside. Not that bad. I have no idea what that is, but I don't like it. Other than that, it's not horrible. Let's just grab this. Well, let's move this off to the side. What we gotta replace is right here. Also, this is broken. The inside is just a normal Phillips head. And now that just comes right out. And we can slide our brand new universal tray in. And now let's put this all back on. Then of course let's plug in our controller. Our Super Retro 64 booster pack. Let's put our gaming NFL Club 99. Now let's turn the monitor on and let's see if this plays. The power light does come on. Working. I'm not sure why they sold it in the lot for parts. Maybe DK Oldies can't do anything with N64's that are Japanese. Gosh, I hope at least one of these are broken. That would be a really boring video if they were all working. Well, I guess we can just clean this out and call it working. I'm just gonna grab a magic eraser, just wipe down the console, and as you can see, it gets a lot of the dirt off. And then they're also scuffs. They're not fully off, but they're somewhat off. I don't think a normal Q-tip will fit inside of these panels here, but there are scissors and cut it at an angle, like, it might just fit. Let's see, does it fit? Oh, yeah, it does fit. So I'll dip the Q-tip in isopropyl alcohol, clean all these out. It definitely gets the tip of these Q-tips pretty dirty. Alright, now as for the bottom, we of course can't use magic eraser because there's electrical components and lots of metal in here. So what you can get is a toothbrush. My dentist gave this to me to use. I don't think this is what he wanted me to use it for. You can get it wet with isopropyl alcohol and just scrub. Isopropyl alcohol is usually fine to use on electrical components because it dries really quickly. And then for small areas, you can just use a Q-tip and isopropyl alcohol, of course. Man, DK Oldies sent me a dirty console. Let's get this back together and we should be good. And there we go. The top cartridge cover has not arrived yet, but this is fully working, and it is fully working like the whole time, so now it's just cleaner. Well, let's move on to number 2. Before we move on to number 2, I wanted to show you this. Yeah, I don't think this is salvageable, and if it is, well, I mean, alright, so this one is a lot more scuffed up on the top, but overall, this one's in pretty decent shape. Alright, screwdriver with a security bit. Alright, nice. Now let's open it. This one's even cleaner. Then let's get this in here, and you've already seen that, so boom. Yeah, put it down for 1 second. I already lost my screw. Oh, wait a second. Oh, thanks, camera. Let's put that in. Now we can grab the bottom half. Let's give power to this, and let's see if it's working. No power, but darn it, it's not plugged in. No signal is going to the TV.
I'm gonna skip you the pain of me opening this. I didn't plug it into the TV.
Oh my goodness. You know what the most important thing is to make something show up on a screen? Cable, an AV cable. I'm gonna feel so dumb. Yeah. That's just really embarrassing. You know, I guess, guys, I'll just clean this up and we can move on to the next console. And this can slide under here. I think I was doing more work than I needed to. Alright, here's number 3. There is a big crack. Let me get the top of this off. Boom. Yeah, there's that. A couple points in the case, very cracked. Got all the cables in here. Let's not forget the video, game, and our jack. Ooh, wait, no audio? There is no audio, okay. Finally, this time I actually plugged all the cables in, I think, so this time it's not my fault. Yeah, it's clearly dropped on that corner. Let's unscrew this. Here's one of the big chunks of plastic that broke off. Is it multimeter or multimeter? Oh, I think this one's shorted. Alright, so this capacitor right here is not working. There's a short. Let's see, what about this one? Alright, so I think they're all fine besides this one. So let's desolder that. And both of the solder pads are still there. So I think we should move on to the 4th N64, which we are not going to save. The reason for that is I saw a lot of rust, and I don't want to try saving that. It would be better off for parts, and we can use the capacitor on it for this. Okay, so I was about to go to a clip of me removing the capacitor on the for parts N64, but I did not realize how bad it was. Yeah, holy. Yeah, it's safe to say that this is not gonna work at all. Like, there's no fixing this. There's no saving it. Like, even the plastic is covered in rust. It looks like someone was getting mad and their mom had enough of it. Guess let's take this apart. Actually, before I take it apart, I kinda wanna see if it works at all. So I'm gonna plug this power supply in. I mean, it's probably not gonna work, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't even, okay, I can't even push this switch. Jeez, I pushed with all my force. That switch isn't moving. I already know what capacitor I need, so I guess I'll just get that ordered. See you in 3, 2, 1, boom. I recorded that last clip like 2 days ago, so I don't know if that was a smooth transition or not. But anyways, I got the capacitors. They're like 25 volts, 33 microfarads, 33 microfarads, 25 volts. Let's trim the capacitor. I'm gonna get my soldering iron, gonna get some flux. There we go. Even though it's not a surface mounted capacitor, I think it should still be fine. So we're gonna clean some of this flux off. Very nice. Now, plug this in. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. I can't tilt the camera enough, but just so you can hear it. And replacing that capacitor fixed this Nintendo 64. And now, because of the big crack that was on the case, I'm gonna clean the top shell of the rusted N64 and swap it out, and maybe this will look a lot better. Yep, unfortunately all the footage from here on out got corrupted, so this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Comment and like, I guess. See you.